Yeah. Hi guys, hello. We are finally live. Um, okay, so hello. We are finally live for the Stress Management Summit. If you're here, can you just leave an emoji? Let's know that people are watching. So I am so happy that we are starting this event today. Okay. This is our first session of the Stress Management Summit, and I am your host, Dr. Ezine Nnamdi Lewis. I am so happy to welcome all of you, and I must thank you so much for your patience because we are starting like 19 minutes late. I am really, really sorry. Network issues from Nigeria. It's well anyway. So we are going to be inviting our first guest for today, Dr. Marvellous Njoku, who will be talking to us on how to overcome financial stress. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Just let me know if you can hear me clearly. Wonderful. I'm so happy. So the next voice you're going to hear now is from Dr. Marvelous. Listen, prepare your questions, okay? Because she's coming with fire. Fire. Real fire. So we are inviting her straight away now.
Hi
Hi, Dr.
everyone.
Marvelous.
Good
Good to
afternoon.
have you
So
here. Thank you
sorry.
so much
So
for
sorry. So
accepting
sorry.
to take us on how to overcome financial stress, especially during this period of COVID-19 crisis, because many people are afraid. So we are so happy. See, in case you don't know, Marvelous is a medical doctor and also a finance and investment coach. So she's going to be taking us today, and it is now over to you. Thank you.
All right. Hi everyone. I'm Dr. Marvellous Njoku. Sorry that we're starting now. Okay. Network issues. Network issues. Okay. So I'm Dr. Marvellous Njoku. I'm a medical doctor and I'm a finance coach. All right. And I'm also a mind investment coach. That means I train people on investing in their minds for success. Okay. But that's topic for another day. So I'm very happy, isn't it? Thank you so much for making me a part of this. This is something really huge, something different. Is one of its kind, and the initiative is to help people cope with stress of different kinds. And I must say, it's commendable what she's doing. Okay, so I'm grateful to be here. Thank you, everyone that is watching, for coming online to listen to us. And I pray and I hope that you find value and that this will free you from financial stress for the rest of your life. All right, so financial stress is something really important and it's very common. It's not just common to Nigerians, it's common to everybody in the entire world. It is really, really important that we know how to deal with this financial stress. So, first of all, what is money? So now we cannot use PowerPoint because of, like you said, some issues that came up. So I'll just be talking to you. So money means different things to different people. For most people, it's a means of exchange. For services rendered, you use money to pay for it. For others, it's deeper. It's a catalyst for their dreams. So when someone thinks about money, they're thinking about, oh, I want to do this, I want to be this, I want to be that, and I need money to achieve this. So it's a catalyst for their dreams. And many times, unfortunately, the topic of money is associated with negative emotions. So you can talk to somebody about money and immediately their face has just changed, especially in Nigeria. Okay, just mention money, someone's face has just changed because of what they are going through. All right. So this COVID-19 period is a time, unfortunately, that the whole world is facing serious depression, financial depression, and financial stress. Before now, people were, Nigeria now, not if we had much going on before, but now it's worse because jobs are, people are at home, there's a lockdown, and businesses are down. Yesterday, I was watching a documentary. They say that small businesses have lost 95% of their income. Nobody's going out, so nobody can patronize you. So people are suffering. So that is why we need to talk about this. So before we start, please, let's clear the clutter. we need to clear our minds to receive the information that would liberate us. Because the mind is like a gate. All right. It can allow information in and it can keep it out. Now, the information you need to set you free has to be able to penetrate your mind for it to yield you. Information is power, like we say. So power, electrical power and all that. So the Bible says that when light shines in darkness, okay, that darkness cannot comprehend it. The truth is like light. So let me say there's a darkness, somebody is roaming around darkness, indecision, ignorance, people are roaming around. And then the truth comes in form of an information. And then that light shines, that power comes, okay? So information is truly power, not just physical power or mental power. It's like light. So when it comes on, the darkness of your mind, the darkness you've been going in cannot comprehend it. It must disappear. It must give way for that truth to blossom. And that is freedom, right? So before we start, we need to do something that is very, very important to me, all right? We're going to hear something that I'm going to say. We're going to think about it. We're going to speak it. Then we're going to write it. All right. So are we ready now?
Yes.
I can't hear. All right. So isn't it can hear? So let me say everybody can hear. All right. Cool.
Yes.
So first of all, let us say money is good.
Money is good.
All right. I am in control of money.
I am in control of money.
Okay. I accept the information that I require to exercise my control.
I accept the information I require to exercise my control.
All right. So money is good. I am in control of money and I accept the information that I need, okay, that I require to exercise my control. This is what we call positive affirmations. So you hear it, you think about it, you speak it out loud, your brain registers it. It is very important that we do this before we start. So now we are ready to receive the information. So let's start. At the end of this training, you would have learned 3 things. Number 1, how to identify your personal financial stressors and how to control them. Because people's financial stressors are different. What stresses me might not be what stresses you. So you have to, by the end of this training, you would have identified your own personal financial stressor. That's 1. How to control it. Secondly, how to overcome financial stress as a whole. And number 3, how to prevent financial stress. What is financial stress? It's simply a situation where issues concerning or relating to money and finances cause a human being stress. Like I said earlier, it's very common worldwide. It builds up slowly. You won't even know when it catches up to you. So, well, let's say adulthood is a scam. It's actually financial stress speaking. All right, because if you have all the money in the world, you'll be enjoying your adulthood and you won't think it's a scam. All right, so adulthood is not a scam, it's just money that's doing us. So some of the complications include health problems. So we take these things very lightly. We think, oh, I'm broke, I'm thinking about money. And we don't know the implications health-wise. Number 1, it can cause you heart disease. We remember that people that they tell you stop thinking too much, have hypertension. It is true. Okay, yes, there are other causes of hypertension, but overthinking can lead to it. And of course, heart disease. Also related to type 2 diabetes. All right, you can have severe headaches. We call them stress headaches. You can also have sleep disorders. You can have relationship breakdowns. Somebody that is angry, you say an angry man is, what is that? Okay, sorry, a hungry man is an angry man, yes. So when someone doesn't have money, he's hungry, come and talk rubbish to him, he can flare up. That is why you see that some families are breaking up, marriages are breaking up because of what? Financial difficulty. It's actually one of the leading causes of divorce, okay? So it leads to relationship breakdown. Then it also has unhealthy coping habits. So there are many people, like me now, I am a stress eater. So if I'm stressed, I will eat. Okay, I'll gain weight. So unless you learn to control these things, an unhealthy eating pattern can be traced to stress, financial stress in particular. Okay, now this, you can also have alcohol. People are taking alcohol in order to deal with financial stress. You hear them say that a man, because he can't provide for his family, that he goes to go and drink in beer parlor, And then you have people that are taking drugs just to overcome their anxiety over money issues. It is serious. And all these unhealthy coping mechanisms have their own separate way. So they have their own separate problems they can bring. So overeating can cause obesity, can cause a loss of self-esteem. Okay, so alcohol, drugs, those ones have their own problem. It can damage your body. It can do a lot of things to you. So stress, financial stress is bigger than what we know. Okay, it's really bigger than what we know. So I'm happy that you tuned in today, okay, to understand this thing, this monster called financial stress and how to overcome it for your sake, for the sake of your family. So there's actually another complication. I have psychological complications of um, financial stress, which include depression, anxiety. Now, the grandfather of them all is something called acute financial stress. Okay, I didn't know about this until I started researching for this topic. I saw it's an actual psychological condition and it's defined as a pattern of intrusive thoughts, disordered feelings, and avoidant behaviors related to finance. Simple English, the brain loses its ability to modulate or manage any form of stress at all due to prolonged and severe financial stress. So my people, if I say this is a very, very serious matter. So if you are undergoing severe financial stress and it's prolonged, your brain can lose its ability to manage even tiny stress like this. Now the person will start having the same symptoms seen in PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. This individual, because of lack of money and financial stress, will not start suffering this same thing that people suffer after they have been exposed to trauma, like soldiers. This includes sleeping difficulty, feelings of isolation, extreme anxiety, there's guilt, there's denial. This thing is serious. This, if we wondering what is wrong with this person, why is he behaving like this? Simple financial stress that has been prolonged and untreated. Okay. What are the causes of financial stress? Also called financial stressors. Okay. Number one is debt. Being in debt cannot allow you to sleep well. If you are in debt, the Bible says that the debtor will always be, or like the lender will always be above what? The borrower. So the borrower will always be servant to the lender. This means that if you're owing somebody or you're owing whatever, that this serious that you're owing the bank, sleep will be far from you. Okay, you will have serious stress. It will affect your health, and it's so this is number one leading cause of financial stress in the world. Number two is a low income and inability to pay your bills or unemployment also. So when you have all these bills mounting, see a family man, a family woman, a mother, and there's education, there's school fees, there are a lot of bills, and this person cannot pay. They will not sleep at night. Is the truth. They won't sleep. A civil servant, salary has not come, and school fees is mounting. Children will eat. Even this period of COVID-19, children at home, they don't understand there is no money. They don't understand mom and dad are no longer going to work or going to the shop and money is not coming. They will eat. They will demand for food. And now these parents are under severe stress, trying to provide for these children, at a time when there is little or no income coming in. You also have health challenges. This can also cause financial stress. Like, let me give an example, diabetes. Diabetes is actually, that disease can suck somebody dry. Is it the cost of medication? How much is insulin right now? Or the drugs, hospital visits? Is it the diet person has? But they have to eat very well. They can't eat carelessly like anybody else can. So these things can actually cause severe stress. The person is wondering, he has diabetes, so he's now wondering on top of diabetes again, how will I be able to buy my drugs? And this can cause serious damage. Okay. Now, the final we'll talk about today is unmet expectations. This one is self-inflicted. So let me say you have a dream or a goal. By the time I'm 30, I would have been a millionaire. And you're 29, you're 28, the thing is not working. Okay, you can barely keep up with your rent. You're talking about millionaire. In fact, you're even 30 and above, even 33 self at this point. And it's looking as if, the time has passed. So I said I was going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. And the expectation was not met. And then you put yourself under pressure. It is a serious matter. Then whenever you see your colleagues or your mates, you want to hide because you feel like you're not meeting up. These things are real. These things are serious. And this individual will start exhibiting the symptoms of stress. It goes from just not meeting his expectations, person start becoming sick, depressed, anxious, and so on. Okay, so these are some of the financial stressors. we're going to be talking about how to control these stressors. I promise you that at the end of this training, you're going to know about your own stressors and how to control them. So we've named 4 stressors. So pick the one that is stressing you right now. All right. So we've heard that they include your if you're in debt, you have a low income or inability to foot your bills, or you don't even have a job at all, or you have health challenges or challenges of the health of anybody around you, say your parents or anything that's stressing you out, then unmet expectations that you had for yourself, goals and dreams that were not actualized. Right, so that's number 4. So so pick your own. Now let us talk about how to control these stressors. If you are in debt, please make a repayment plan. You might not be able to pay all the money immediately, but draw up a plan that enables you to pay up this money. So, do you know what this does for you? It gives you a feeling of control. I say human beings, we like control too much. So, if you are able to regain control over your finances, the stress will reduce. The major problem we have with financial stress is that lack of control. When you think that your whole life has crashed, everything is just falling. You don't have, you're not in charge of your life anymore. That is what causes the most stress. Not even about somebody coming to harass you about money. That's not your problem. Your problem is that, oh my God, look at my life. I'm not in control of my life anymore. So if you can draw up a plan to pay up these debts and keep to that plan, that repayment plan, it's actually going to help you be in control and to eliminate the debt itself. So this will now ease your stress. If you have a low income job, please find a better job. Whatever you need to do to find that job, do it. Okay, that is one of the options. So if you need to get a better education, there's some short courses that you can do now that can boost your CV. Okay, you can volunteer. These days now, volunteering gives you some CV, gives some experience for your CV. You can even do this period of COVID now. I saw a lot of free trainings that were people used to pay for before. So you can take advantage of it. Look for one and do and boost your CV. Now you can learn a skill. All right. So that is augment your income by having multiple streams of income. Is very, very important. Not just in Nigeria, in the whole world. You must be able to earn from more than one source. So please augment your income. I'll discuss this at the end of the training. Augment your income. You can monetize your skill. You can do whatever. You can pick up a new skill if you don't have any skill. Learn something and increase your income. Right. Then number 3, if you're having health bills challenge, set aside a portion of your earnings for the purchase of your drugs or drugs of the person that you're looking after. Okay, so if you're earning, let me say 20,000 naira, for instance, or 50,000 naira, and the drugs may 5,000, whether they have run out or not, whether you still have drugs, whether the person still has drugs, just buy. Once salary drops, go and buy the drug and keep. It's better that you have it in the house, and no matter what happens, you have it for that month, than you run out. You say, okay, I'll buy it when it finishes, and by that time there's no money. You now start having stress. When drug is running 3 days to finish, you cannot sleep at night again. So you need to buy these things ahead of time and keep it and store it. Okay. Now, if it's, let me say, a diabetic now, and person on a specific diet, for instance, you can help yourself and the person by reducing the financial burden. How do you do this? Diet. Plant, look for a small patch of land, plant vegetables, because they need a lot of vegetables to augment their meal so they don't take a lot of carbohydrate. Instead of going to buy vegetable, that money you to buy right now in Lagos, vegetable of 500 naira is like this. So instead of you to keep spending that money buying vegetables, buying all these extra things, you can plant around the house. These things work long term. Okay, trying to relieve yourself of stress long term. It will germinate. You have things. My neighbor here, I think their mom is sick. They have a patch of land, they have pepper, they have a lot of stuff, a lot of a garden actually. So they don't buy those things. In the long term, it could have saved you some money and to reduce the stress associated with meal preparation for such a person. So you just go take what you need and prepare for them. That reduces stress. Stress relief is a continuous process, and it's the little things that count. It's a compilation of all these things that makes you, comfortable. Now let's talk about the big one that we are causing for ourselves, the unmet expectations. A failure to manage expectations will lead to a stress-free fall. Like if you're not conscious of what you're thinking about, start thinking like, I'm a failure. Imagine I'm 30, I don't have anything, I'm sporting with somebody, before you know what's happening, you start shutting down. This human mind is what God blessed us with for us to rule this world. for us to create our world. If anything happens to this mind, you're in trouble. So whatever would make you not be able to use your mind the way God has made you and created for you to use it, you need to avoid it. Stress is one of those things that can do that. Stress will make you not able to think of ideas. I know for my own self, I write. Any day that I am worried about anything, emotional, any rubbish, or any form of stress, I cannot write. Everything will just be like movie. You understand? So you need your mind to be clear for you to think well, for you to even think of what to do, for you to even read a book that will set you free, for you to go for a seminar, because depression has a way of sapping your strength. So you don't have money, okay? You need strength for you to get yourself out of that problem. Now the stress is making you not to have strength to get yourself out of that problem, and then you're stuck in the problem. It's like a vicious cycle. So the stress leads to lack of strength leads to additional stress. So you hate yourself that you cannot stand up and just do what you need to do. Now that lack of strength will make you not to do what you need to do to get out of that financial stress, and so on. You see how the pattern goes, see how the cycle goes, and then you just keep, it's like a spiral. You just keep going, the same problem over and over again. What should you do in this kind of situation? Please readjust your expectations. So what? You don't have money at 30. So what? Who died? Nobody. You're alive. You have your mind. You're healthy. It's okay. You see that when there is life, there is hope. The Bible said that what's that? A dead, and a living dog is better than a dead lion. So, okay, people have money. They are dead. I'm alive. I can make my own fortune. Zuckerberg made his billions in his 20s. That's okay. That's Zuckerberg. What's his name? Mr. Sanders of KFC made his money in his 60s. He's still the owner of KFC. KFC is still everywhere. It doesn't change anything. So what I'm saying is that shake yourself up. Shake it off. So what? So I didn't meet my goals. I readjust and I move on. Why? Because your life is a journey. And sometimes we try to analyze our own lives based on other people's lives. So we put ourselves under undue pressure. It shouldn't be so. Do you understand? So your journey is your journey. So you've not made it at 30. So what? I make it at 31. My mentor will always say that a day before the day you will make it, you will not know. In fact, 10 minutes before the call that will change your life, you will have no inkling. You will not know that's going to happen. As you're speaking right now, someone might be about to become the next richest person in Nigeria, and that person doesn't even know that it's going to happen in the next 10 minutes. That is the way life is. And now, if you kill yourself 10 minutes before that time, how do you achieve that? If you are so stressed that opportunity will come and pass you by because you're too tired to see it and embrace it, how does that help you? So please, my people, shake it off, readjust your expectation, and move on. Okay, what do you do? Ask yourself these questions. What do I really want? This expectation I place for myself, is it really what I want? Or is it what the society expects of me? Okay, why do I want it? So if it's really your own expectation, why do you want it? You must have a reason. Okay, because that reason is what will drive you even the days that things are bad. So why do you want it? Number 3, is it realistic? You see small children are not doing anything reasonable with their lives. They're saying, I want to drive Benz by 25. What are you doing? Nothing. You're watching film, you're playing video game, and you want to be like Zuckerberg. Somebody will say, Zuckerberg did not finish college. Me, I won't finish college. You drop out. Are you Zuckerberg? No. Your expectation must be realistic to suit your own life. So sometimes we put ourselves under pressure because we pick things that have no place in our lives. Things are not realistic. So you don't have any plan now to become a millionaire by 30, and you want to become a millionaire by 30. In which world does the dreams come true without effort or without a plan? Not this world, actually. Maybe dream. But I'm trying to say that it must be realistic. Okay, you must have a plan. So what can you do to achieve? So another question I ask is, what can I do to achieve it? Personalize it. What can I do to achieve this new goal I'm setting for myself? Draw a real plan. By the end of this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and this will lead me to this. I'll go and get a new skill. I'll monetize this skill. I will sell this. I will sell that. It will give me this at the end of 6 months. You have a real plan. Number 5, ask yourself, who can help me? Nobody is self-made. We are all made by people that we hang around. I was doing a training last night talking about mentorship, and I told them that look, nobody is self-made. You are a product of people that you spend your time with. The 5 people that spend your time with, that's what we read, and that is the truth. Now, the truth is that if you're going to be influenced by human beings, you must choose who you are influenced by. So ask yourself, who can help me in this my journey? Then go look for that person. Go look for that person. For instance, now, Dr. Ezinne has this platform. All right. So I'm on her platform, I'm speaking. At this moment, with this platform, Ezinne is my destiny helper. Do you understand? Now I'm speaking on her platform. I'm her destiny helper. The reason is because I'm saying this is that sometimes we wait for one big thing to happen before you say, oh, this person helping my destiny. No, it's the people around you. Okay, what are they doing? You see this picture on Instagram that they say that akara and bread, abi, that because people, someone selling akara, someone selling bread are working together for that reason. Okay, somebody buying akara will buy the bread, somebody buying the bread will buy the akara. They complement each other, so their destiny is helped. You understand? At the same time, too, this thing we are calling small child, 500 naira. For four on its own is 10 naira, 20 naira. But because it's now together with samosa and spring roll, we now pay 500 naira for it. Sometimes, even more than that, depending on the quantity. So please ask yourself, who can help me in this journey? It mustn't be somebody very big. It can be start with your people around. People are doing things, so please don't close your eyes. Open your eyes. People around you are really, really doing things. Key in. All right, key in. Then look for a mentor also that's gone ahead of you in that journey and follow their footsteps. Now, armed with this knowledge that you found, you have to set new goals. They must be smart. Smart, all right? So smart means that one, they're specific, they're measurable. Don't have a goal that is just everywhere. It must be specific, it must be outlined. So it must be measurable, it must be attainable, realistic, it must be relevant, and it must be time bound. Excuse me. So it must be time bound, all right? So another step you should take for not meeting expectation, please forgive yourself. If you're someone like me, before I started learning how to forgive myself, I used to hold on to something. I used to judge myself more harshly than I judge other people. So somebody does something, they do something, I just tell them, look at what you did, I don't like it. Then I forgive them. But my own self, I will hold it. Look at what I've done. Look at what I've done. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe, And the more you do that, you're mounting pressure on yourself. You are going down the path of stress. You're stressing yourself out. So you have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not meeting your expectation, for not doing what you need to do. Number 2, forgive yourself for not handling the disappointment well. This is from my own experience, all right? So I will beat myself up for not doing the things I needed to do to get to where I'm going. I'll still beat myself up for beating myself up. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying. It's very funny, but it's the truth about my life. So I had to learn how to forgive myself. Then you must learn from the experience. What did this teach me? I was not reading. Oh, I was not implementing what I read. Oh, I didn't have a mentor. Oh, I did not meet with somebody. I didn't work with somebody in synergy to achieve my dreams. You can do this. All right. After you have done this, then you go get your dreams, girl. All right. Or guy, when he's listening. So you go get it. Okay. So this time around, you're prepared. You're smarter. You're more prepared. What is life? I must make this money. Then you go and get your dreams. Okay. So that's how you throw that stress off you. Stress has got nothing on you, eh? Just go and do your thing. Let's talk about overcoming financial stress. I promise you 2 things. That one, you identify your stressors and control them. We have done that, how to control your stressors. Let's not talk about how to overcome financial stress. This has nothing to do with making money. Somebody will say, if I make more money, I will have less financial stress. That is not true. Because what led to the one that you had before will still happen again. The Bible says that if you're faithful with little, you're faithful in much. You understand? So it's the same thing. Now, the secret of overcoming financial stress lies in Philippians 4, verse 12. Let me read it for you. Okay. I have learned by now, this is Message translation. I have learned by now to be quite content, whatever the circumstances. I am just as happy with little as I am with much, and with much as I am with little. I have found the recipe for being happy, whether I am full or hungry. whether my hands are full or empty, whatever I have, wherever I am, I can make it through anything in the one who makes me who I am. That is the secret to overcoming financial stress. Contentment. One. Whether you have plenty right now or you have little, be content. Content doesn't mean that you're okay with being poor. Please, there are two different things. That one is mediocrity. Content is that I don't have enough, but I know I will have enough. So I will be happy now. Nothing will stress me because I need my mind clear to go where I'm going, to hear the voice of God when He says, go left, go right. But when you're thinking rubbish, you cannot hear God. You can't even hear people talking to you. Someone can come in the form of an angel to give you a business idea that will change your life. You're still thinking about the school fees they did not pay. You will not listen. Well, that business could have changed your life and paid the school fees and done much more than that. Number two, faith. Have faith in God. Have faith in the one who made you. God said that He has a plan for you, a purpose, okay, that will give you an expected end. Some versions say that will give you a future and a hope. Okay, a thought of good and not of evil. These things are real. Have faith in the one who made you, who has thoughts that are good and not of evil. The one who said, I will give you a future and a hope. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the fact that you can do this, that you were made for this, that you are made to crush these goals, that you are made to dominate. Okay? It's not about being a winner. That one is past tense. See, you are made to crush. You are made to dominate. Do you understand? That is what you are made for. Genesis 1 says, have dominion. You are made to dominate. It's not just anyhow winning. No, dominate. Number 3, overcome those stressors we're talking about. So don't just say you have faith and then you're still living, you're not doing the things you should do. So overcome the stressors. Okay? Now, and just move on with your life. Some stress relieving techniques that we'll be looking at now is, because dealing with financial stress is a long-term goal. So while you're dealing with the long term, you have to deal with the symptoms. So you're trying to adjust yourself, and then somehow you just remember that something happens, or your child comes back with a report card, or something happens, and that stress, and just feel that stress coming to come and cover you. What do you do? Number 1, okay, breathing exercise. So you can prevent long-term effects of stress by doing your breathing exercises. These things, they work immediately. This exercise for breathing works immediately. It is convenient. It can be done anywhere, anytime. Okay? So number 1, you can count your breaths. So you can breathe in, out. You hold it. You can do 5 times, you can do 10 times. So somebody is coming to annoy you, to cause you stress. You say, not today, devil. I say it in your mind, okay? You're breathing in. They're looking at you. Why is one not talking? In your mind, you're counting your breaths. You're ignoring the devil. You understand? At the end of the 10 breaths, you turn and you smile. You say, please shift. I want to pass. And they'll be like, this is not this person. Before she would have reacted, she would have fought, she would have done. I came to this seminar. I came to a stress relieving webinar, and I learned how to count my breaths. And so me and you are not on the same level again. Not today, Satan. You pass. Another thing you can do, all right, another exercise is to imagine. You can imagine that you're taking all the stress in, and then you let them out. Okay? So that one is imaginative. So you just imagine that you're taking all the stress in, and then you let it all go. So when you do that, it works actually. You just keep doing it, and then all the stress goes away. Okay. Now, you can also do cleansing, a deep and cleansing breath. Just one. You say, yeah, I'm good to go. Okay, so you can also do that. Another thing you can do is progressive muscle relaxation. So when stress comes, everything tightens up. You just feel yourself tightened. What do? Physically and mentally, you start loosening yourself up. You understand? You say, I'm free. You're just losing yourself up. By the time you're doing that and all your muscles relax, you're relaxed. The stress has gone. Third is meditation. This is very, very popular, especially in the Western world. which we should imbibe. These people are living longer than us, please. This helps in the short term. It also helps in the long term to build fortification against future stress. It can build a resilience to stress, okay, with constant practice. So you meditate, okay. Another thing is exercise. Learn how to exercise. This is me. I need to learn how to exercise. I have a problem. See me. I need to exercise better. But it's one of the best stress relievers. It works. I've exercised a bit whenever I'm angry or something, or I'm stressed. And when I was going to the gym before now, and I go to the gym, by the time I punch that boxing bag, the stress will go. You run on the treadmill. You can just run. Running has a way of making it release some hormones, all right, that makes you feel better. Number 5 is laughter. It is truly the best medicine. Try to find humor. Try to find something to laugh about. Maintain a sense of humor, no matter what life brings your way. Okay. The last one is music. Do a lot of music. If you like music, otherwise you can look for another one that works for you. Me, I like music. No matter what I'm going through, the music cannot help. Once I get a song, that talks to me about what God says I am, and I put it in my ear, that stress melts. So they call it soul food. Okay. So it helps. It can clear your mind. How do you prevent financial stress? So this is the third aspect of what we should have learned by the end of this webinar. Prevention is better and cheaper than cure. Okay. So while you're coping with all of that, trying to deal with the stress you have, learn how to prevent it from coming at all. Number 1, get financial education. Most people run away from these things, but we have to learn it. I'm not saying learn how to trade stocks or forex. No. Learn the basics. Learn what you need to survive. Learn how to read books on money and finances. Learn to open your mind. This mind is too powerful. Read books that will open your mind. Attend webinars and seminars. I'm happy that you're here today. So that means you're somebody who is interested in learning more. So attend this kind of seminars. Attend webinars. Okay. Learn. Listen to people. Engage in conversations. Just get financial education. Okay. The second thing that you need to learn how to do is to draw a budget. Live within a specified budget. Have a budget for food. Have a budget for transportation, whether it's your fuel or normal transportation. Live within this budget. Okay. Save money. That's the third one. Save money. So when money comes, you save 10 to 15% of your income if you are paying back a loan. Remember, we talked about drawing up a plan for paying loan. So when your money comes, you can save 10 to 50% if you are paying back a loan. So you remove 10 to 50% of your income, and then you take some more from that place and pay back, put into the loan repayment plan, and then you can spend the rest. But if you're not paying back any loan, please save at least 20% of your income. Let me give you some tips. Number 1, remove your savings before you start spending the money. So once the money drops, if you're someone that pays tight, pay tight. Next thing, save. Okay, before you start spending. Number 2, have an emergency fund. Experts say have at least 6 months worth of expenses. So from that budget that you've drawn, that you spend per month, times 6 is what you should have at every moment in your emergency fund account. Number 3, your savings can actually save your life. Your savings can be your passport to freedom, to financial freedom. Imagine if you have this savings sitting somewhere, and then one very correct investment comes suddenly like that. What will you do? You can't bring it. You invest. You don't blow. Okay? You have blown. You're rich. Imagine if you didn't have that money to invest, and this wonderful idea has come. Start on a helter-skelter trying to raise the money, and you might not be able to do that, and you'd have lost a chance to actually live the life of your dreams. So saving is very important. So those are the ways to prevent financial stress from coming on. Okay. So I promise I'm going to teach you multiple streams of income. Thinking about your hands everywhere is actually important, but thinking about it can stress you out. It is important and it's unavoidable. So you have to take charge of the process. As human beings, whenever you take charge of any process, the stress abates. Helplessness causes stress. So you owe it to yourself, your family, your children to ensure their financial security and your own. Eliminate the stress that comes with uncertainty. Okay, that revolves around one source of income. So you're not sure whether they'll sack you. You're not sure of this one. And if they sack you, what will happen to your children? What will happen? Eliminate that stress that comes from one source of income. Multiple streams of income will also give you more control over what you earn. Okay, and it's a path to financial freedom. All right. So what are some options? So you're thinking now, oh, what can I do? There are many options. I mean, there are so many. But for the purpose of this webinar, first of all, say monetize your talent. What are you good at? What do people always say? Ah, man, you can do. Ah, you're too good. What do you do better than the average person and without stress? Think of it. Start thinking of how to monetize it. Okay, look for somebody who has done it before and pattern after them. So your talent, your passion, and so on. There's something called drop shipping. Dropshipping means somebody else has products you don't have, but you say, okay, I sell so products. You pick from them, you add small money, and you sell. You make your gain. People are doing this in big time. So, but you have to learn how to do it so you can succeed in it. There are other options, of course, stocks, and what do they call it? Forex, plenty things you can do with money. But me, I will not go there today because we don't have the time. You can also do network marketing. Okay, partner with a company, retail their products, build a team, get paid. That's another source of income. And then you don't have to do business to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to do business to have another source of income. Even in your job, you can pick up a higher certificate and monetize it. Okay. You can even start thinking within your job, oh, this is my company. Let me help their bottom line. What do you do? Start looking for any opportunity, any available opportunity that you can add value to this company. Ideas. So you present this idea. Don't go and dash them and go and see them and not get paid. Oh. Don't try it. When you get this idea, you tell them, so this is an idea. It's very good. It will help us. You draw the plan. You say, wow, yes, it will really help us and our bottom line. And I say, yes, I want to be the one that will lead that the idea, the implementation. And I want it on commissionable income. So you have your salary separate. But this idea that you brought to the company, let them pay you based on commission on success. You understand? Like, how do they put it in this finance world? Like, based on what you can achieve, okay? You are paid based on what you can do. So if at the end of the month, you tell them, if I can do this, sir, you give me 10% of the money the company will make on this deal. Most companies will say yes. After they do the mathematics and they are making money from it, they'll say yes. Because most companies actually want to pay you more. They want to pay bright minds more. So what do? You can become an entrepreneur mind even while working. So monetize your income. What this does for you, you have your salary separate. Then you have this commission that is based on your value, based on your delivery. You understand? Based on what you can do. That is a separate source of income. And with this, you're already on your way to financial success, right? So I wish you the best and I'm rooting for you. So you can ask your questions now. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry about the slides again.
As in, my head is full. It's really, really full. Thank you so much. As in, someone had to ask, is this webinar actually free? Because it's too good to be free. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot, a lot. Okay, thank you so much. So, guys, please send in your questions now. Send in your questions, whatever questions you have, type them, and she is here to answer every one of your questions. Meanwhile, I am so, so grateful. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I am so, so loaded right now to take actions, okay, with respect to my finances, to overcome any form of financial stress. So send in your questions. People are so grateful. Much love, Dr. Marvellous. Thanks a lot. They are so grateful. People are learning a lot. Please send in your questions. She's
Thank
here
you.
to take any questions we have and answer them. Okay? So, If you have any questions, let's see. If you don't have any questions, that means you understood everything perfectly.
If you don't have any question, I'm going to ask you my own question. So whoever asks a question now, ask a
Thank you,
question.
Dr. Mavi. People are so happy. People are so happy.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
glad you got
so
value.
excited. Yeah. And okay, someone said, how do you know your talent?
Okay. Um, your talent is, first of all, I want to say something. Everybody has a talent. Some people have more than one. They call them multi-talented people. And we know that it is God given because the Bible says that a master, there's a parable that Jesus Christ was giving when he said a master, was traveling and gave different people, his servants, different talents. Somebody got 5, somebody got 2, somebody got 1. Now, the person that got 5, person that got 2, multiplied their talent. Okay. And then when he came back, he was very happy with them. And the one that got 1, that should have even struggled to even make his own more, went and hid it. You know how people can do. Now, that was trying to show us something. All right. When Jesus Christ came back, or when God came back, the master came back, he took what the one that had 1, the one he had, and gave it to the one that had 10 now, the one that multiplied 5 to 10. Now, what I'm trying to say is that you must identify what God has given you. How do you know it? What keeps you up at night? What is that thing that whenever you think about it, you're just happy? That's one. It could be something very silly. Don't take yourself very seriously. Okay. Don't wait for it to be one big thing. It can be very small. People are making money from dancing. People are making money from their voice. Okay. Not even singing, no. Somebody can have one voice that doesn't even make sense. Now, in your mind, it doesn't make sense. But that voice can be used as a recording for something. It can be anything. It can be mimicking somebody. Helen Paul became Helen Paul today because she could mimic a baby. Before that day, people would have said, what kind of stupid talent is this one? You can't call it a talent. She used to make fun, mimicking a baby. But that is what is earning that woman millions of naira today. So what are you good at? What do you do that people always compliment you on? Is it cooking? I don't know if you're a man or a woman. Anybody can cook. We have chefs and me, actually. So you cook very people like, man, you can cook. Each person should cook. As in, what do you do? Do you like to wash? You can open a laundry service. What do you like to do? What makes you happy? That is your talent. Now, there can be more than one. Choose the one that is monetizable because it's money we're looking for now. You understand? So passion can follow after money. So monetize the passion that can bring money. Finish. So you have 5 passions. Choose the one that will bring money. How do you know the one that will bring money? Check people in that industry who have made money from it. Go on Google, type whatever it is that you feel is your talent. Okay, you want to know whether it's monetizable, whether it's something that can build you income. Go online and check. Is there anybody that has used that thing to make money, and how much money? Make sure they're up to 5. If they're up to 5, yes, there's money there. If you can't find anybody, be careful. Because let me tell you the truth. There's nothing new under the sun. So if you cannot find people there making money already, check it well. There might not be money there. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you so much. There are more questions.
All right, keep them coming.
This person said, for those that like focusing on one thing, what's your advice to them about multiple streams of income?
Okay. Number 1, stop focusing on one thing. Okay.
Yeah?
Yes. Stop focusing on one thing. Why I'm saying that is you are made for more. Your mind can carry more than you think it can carry. But you can focus on one until it gets to a level of success.
Okay.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
So you focus on one thing, build it until it starts giving you residual income, which is money that you can make while you sleep. That one, you don't have to do much. Once you're done with that, you start something else. So that, let me give an example. When God made the Garden of Eden, okay, Garden of Eden was supplied by 4 different rivers. One river that split into 4. And you know that God is wise. Garden of Eden for Adam and Eve. He did one river that split into four to supply the garden. Why? Because Garden of Eden was meant to signify abundance. And you can never talk about abundance with one source. Abundance must come from different sources so that if one dries, there are others. So please, if you want to focus on one thing, make sure that that one thing can split into four. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like that, the river of
It's
Eden
like you
in
are
Garden.
able to scale.
Yes. So that one thing, let me give an example. I'm a mind investment coach. Fine. I say, okay, I write a book, one source of income. I do online course. Number two, I do public speaking. Number three, okay, what's the fourth one? I do an ebook, or okay, I said I'll write a book. I can do trainings online. People pay for it. Okay. Number four, one skill split into four portion of income. So even though it's one thing, split it. But the best, please choose different things after you have picked one and made it work. I hope that answered your question. Thank you.
Perfect. Like really perfectly. So someone said, thank you so much, Dr. Marvelous. How can you help someone who is already having suicidal feelings due to lack of being in control of their finances? What should be the first point of action?
Okay. If that person is listening to me, I want to tell you that your life is not yours to take. Okay, that is one. And I want to also tell you that you see, nobody throws stone at an empty tree. If the devil is bringing thoughts of suicide to you, it's because your presence on this earth is meant to actualize something that is going to hurt him greatly, and he wants you out. So what do? You say, no, Satan, I'm here. And I must find my purpose for this life, why God has brought me, and I'm going to put you to shame. So the first point of call or point of action is to get this mind to understand that it belongs, that you have to understand who you are in God. That's the first step. So you must retrace your feet to your maker. You ask me your first point of action, that is it. Now, this is beyond money because you must go back to your source. You must connect to your source first. Now, let him fill you with a renewed zeal for life. Let him fill you with a renewed self-esteem. Let him fill you with self-confidence. Because we found out that according to a report, a Telegraph report, a study in 2014 that says that self-confidence is more important in the journey of success than talent and competence. It is real. So you need what will fuel you. And no matter what is happening around you, you don't have money, people are insulting you. Look to the one who made you. He said that he has a plan for you. He said, I have thoughts of good and not of evil to give you a future and a hope. That is your first point of call. Go and get the Bible. Look at it. First of all, hand your life over to Christ. Give your life to Christ. You need to come and see. When God takes over your life, let me tell you, every shame is his shame. Every victory is his victory. So you tell him, this is your life now. Let the world, just Christ said, Father, glorify yourself in your child. Tell him, Father, glorify yourself in me. Let the world see me and see what you can do in the life of a man. Let me tell you something. Every pain you are going through was made for a purpose. Without scars, you cannot teach people. Without scars, you cannot educate someone else and tell the person, I was once like you. I can guarantee you that God can change your life. You can't guarantee what you don't know. You cannot give what you don't have. As I can tell you that these feelings you are having is for a time like this, to save other people by the help of God who are having the same feelings. So first of all, God must save you and then make you save others, because the tap that runs water, like a pastor will say, cannot be dry. So what do? Connect to your source. Let him heal you. Then let your scars become testimony. Let him use it to save others. What you're going through now, I can guarantee you almost certainly that is where your breakthrough is. That is where your purpose is. Because if you don't have this pain you're having now, you cannot help others when God gets you through it, and He will get you through it. I can guarantee you. All right.
So, some of the listeners are also of other religions. So, what advice will you also give them?
Well, God is center of every religion. So connect to God. All right. I'm a Christian, and I always say that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. So connect to God and let Him take you. Let Him guide you. It will always come down to your Maker. It will always come down to God. If you're an atheist, please connect to God. There is a God in heaven. I mean, look around. Look around. The word itself speaks of a Maker. Look at yourself. I mean, you're breathing. You don't know how you're breathing. Somebody must have done that. It cannot be one thing that they said, the great, what that thing said? Being back theory. That's so stupid. I don't know how scientists can be that stupid anyway. But that's a matter for another day. So connect to God. That is your
Thank
first
you.
point of action. All right.
Thank you
So
so
after
much.
that, you can start the rest of the things we've been talking about.
Great. Thank you. So, we have another question. How do you manage pressure from extended family as regards financial demand? Okay, corrected.
This one is a real problem in this Nigeria. This one, everybody feels that all of them they own somebody. See, it's a big problem. But you see, your mental health is very, very important. And not something to be joked about. If people are causing you stress, give them space. Love them from a distance. You see, you must protect your mind at all costs. The Bible says that you should guard your heart, for out of it are the issues of life. If people are giving you pressure that will make you do things that you should not do, many people are in the grave now because people push them to do what they were not supposed to do to get money, and they ended up dead. Those that push them are still alive. Please don't let anybody rob you of your future. Don't let anybody rob you of your mind. This mind must be intact for you to do what God says you should do. So
True.
give negative people space. Love them, forgive them space. All right? Do your own thing. Connect to God. Give them space. It's very, very important.
Wow. Thank you so much. I think that's the last question. It's almost 1 hour, which is the stipulated time for this webinar. And I think we should have paid for this class, we should have paid because this is so value loaded. So guys, please let's appreciate Dr. Marvellous for bringing out time to fill us with so much at no expense. So let's please appreciate her. We are so grateful from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. I just wish I can thank you enough. You have no idea what the kind of transformational message, the kind of shift we've experienced this afternoon. I must say thank you. Do you have any final words for us?
Yes, I do actually. Thank you so much, Dr. Ezinne. Thank you for
How we
what
can
you're
connect with
doing
you
with
or
the Healthy
anything.
Wealthy Club. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Ezinne. Thank you for what you're doing with this platform. Stress is a silent killer, and it's silent because many people don't talk about it. It creeps up on you silently on its own, and it destroys things, but many people keep quiet. Many people are in the ground today because of stress. And of course, if somebody had taken it up the way you are taking it up now, I'm sure that would have saved a lot of people. Okay, so I'm grateful that you're doing this. I know that it can only be a calling from God. So we know that God will help you to do everything you're supposed to do. Thank you, the listeners, those who came, who took out time. Their data is not easy. This COVID period, everybody's trying to minimize money, but you were able to come here to learn for your future. And I believe by the grace of God that these words will not just be words, that they will help you, to overcome financial stress for the rest of your life. In the name of
Amen.
Jesus. So thank you
Amen.
so much for coming. Thank you so much, Dr. Zine. God bless.
So if you want to connect with Dr. Marvellous, I'm going to send the link to her website and her contact on Instagram, Facebook. You can reach out to her if you have further questions for her. So meanwhile, please guys prepare for the next session, another mind-blowing session that is coming up in the next 6 hours, right? That's by 7 p.m. Okay. So please prepare, because we are going to have another mind-blowing session with Mr. Akpe Emmanuel C, the stress master himself. He's going to take us on how to overcome stress at work. Listen, by the end of all these webinars, back to back, free webinars back to back, we are going to be so equipped, like building our DHE to any form of stress this season, whether COVID
Yes,
or not. So please invite others, okay? Don't come alone. Don't come alone. Please, 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 please. See you guys again next hours, in some hours to come. So thank you again, Dr. Marvellous, and thank you again for everyone who joined in. Thank you so much. See you guys later in
Bye.
the evening. Bye.